Once upon a time there was a place called Lunary, a prosperous land created from the goddess Light. All kinds of racers live there, led by their kings to maintain balance, except for the one young king who wants to stand above all. He is a tyrant, the most powerful, undefeatable demon king. This group of people want to unite to defeat the demon king, and escape the fear they are experiencing, and it's the first time in history, and for one purpose, and kill the demon. They prayed to their lord, whose name was Stella, to give them protection against the demon. All of the armies and adventurers were gathered just to defeat the demon king, and there was no way they could not win against the demon. The young demon king has arrived and said that since they were gathering, it is the simplest way to kill them all at once. All of the people are running away, they are running for their life, because the demon will strike them all. There is something that seems to be wrapped around the sky, and the air flowing was, even the wind blows feels so suffocating, and they think they cannot survive in the demon's hand. There is a woman shouting out loud and attacked the demon, and they were fighting. The woman looks so beautiful and gorgeous, and they were facing each other. The demon talks to him and asking what kind of power the woman has. It was not just an ordinary power because she was a human. And the demon says that there is nothing she can hide it from him. And the woman says that there is nothing that the demon is capable of the power she has. The demon asked what it was and said that how a mere human could have that unbelievable power. The woman answered that it is love, and it is what made her so strong that the demon has not. The demon was thinking what was love said by the woman. He thinks that the woman was telling him that the love would break his special forge bloody manticore spine dark matter armor with the power of love she was saying. And the woman was blushing, saying yes to the demon about the love he answered lately. The devil is thinking now and is full of questions about love, what the woman said. Running through his mind whether love is a curse or a person's power, he was asking what kind of spell could destroy the armor he forged for 50 years, saying he was cursed by love. He was telling himself that he was a demon who sought power for 100 years, and there must be something, anything heard about this love thing. This was the first time that his knowledge was challenged. And the woman was asking to the demon that she was right. Does the demon really don't know what love is? And the demon was embarrassed, because he was a demon, and just like what he said that he was the most evil and powerful demon king, he can do anything, including the love thing, and he will prove it, then leave. This was the demon castle. He suddenly flew back to the castle, and all day, he was sitting beside the window, doing nothing, and must be thinking about what love is. His first general was thinking that he was mumbling about something or plotting more strategies to fight the hero, but he was wrong. The demon was thinking does he is capable of love. Because of his curiosity he decided to go and live in the human world. He flew away back to the human world. His army asked him where he would go, and he answered his going to find love. His army was shocked, and felt awkward about what he had answered, because it was the first time that he heard his king talking about love and finding out about it. He arrived at the human world. He said that human world defense is so easy to infiltrate, and this way of being in a human mode he can easily the first hand this human love that the human hero was proud of. He used his demon eye and he saw that the man was talking to that woman, but he didn't know that the man was harassing to the woman, and he thought that it just so easy to find love, and how was it done? He tries to do it. He saw a woman who's walking, and he tapped the shoulder and said that he likes it ever since he met her. But he did not know that woman he taps is the human hero he fought in the battle. And saying that for all the people, why was the human hero? While they're talking, the woman asked the demon that does he really like her? If the human finds out that he is the demon king, in the human world finding what is love, the woman might be laugh at her. He must come up with a believable excuse, human-like one, but unfortunately, he made a mistake answer. He says that he likes the battle style of the woman. The woman was surprised of what he said, and asked the demon why he knew about her power. The woman was thinking that there is only one person in the world would know it, since she was cornered and forced to fight with her full strength. And now the woman knew that the man he was facing is the Demon King. She is not mentally prepared of facing the Demon King again. Even thinking about love, she said in the middle of their battle, saying a cheesy line in real, feels so embarrassed. She's been practicing magic, swordsmanship, and fighting skills in her whole life to face the Demon King, but she never practiced how to talk to the demon and ended up spouting nonsense just to keep the demon from talking. She was nervous and thought that it was a trap, because the last reaction of the demon to her must be a deception to catch her off guard, and there is no way the demon would take the nonsense seriously. And as she expected, the demon knows exactly how to play human emotions. The woman's power lit up, and all the people around shouted for prayer. They called her the Holy Maiden, Lady Saint. The woman was shocked why they're calling her a Lady Saint. She shouted for all the people around that they need to get away because it was dangerous, but the people didn't listen to her. The Demon King approached to the woman and held the woman's hand, and he flicks his finger, and they disappeared in the crowd. They appeared in the Demon King's castle. She is on the top of the demon's body. The demon asked the woman of how long the woman would stay on top of him. The woman was shocked. She asked the demon of where she is, and he said sorry to the woman because it's his fault. He can only teleport to the last place he marked, and his last marked was in his bed. The woman was shocked because she never knew that she was in the Demon's King palace. Then she was saying that does the demon want her to believe that he cares? And the demon says that it is true that he really cares about the woman. The woman wanted to end up the Demon King right away, but the demon said that don't because it will destroy the bedroom. The maid hears the voice of his king and he opened the door saying and apologize because she thought that the king was on a trip. She thought that she could go sightseeing in the town after he represented the church in a tiring noble meeting, but unfortunately, she meets the demon, that the Demon King acting like he wants a fight, but he even pulled out his sword. The woman was thinking was what the demon wants and thinks that it was another mind trick, but he ended up leaving the demon without fighting. She complained from traveling to the demon's kingdom to the human world was so tiring and exhausting. And the good thing was tomorrow the academy will start again and she can't see the Demon King. At the academy she was tired and so sleepy because she spent all night long looking for the Demon King. The woman was confused. Why are there so many people down there? Then he remembers that today is a new student admission day. This girl tells her that there are so many talents signing up because they are inspired by the Lady Saint, and she feels great about it. She is not supposed to be enrolled in the academy because she is different from the ordinary people, but sometimes she wanted to feel normal as a woman, so that she asked to the head priest to get enrolled and allowed to go to the academy every day. And she thought that this might be why they wanted her to promote the academy, to get more people enrolled and join their cause, to fight the Demon King and his generals. Then she saw the Demon King and his general in the academy, and she thought that the Demon King would get enrolled in the academy. The general asked his king why they are enrolling in a human academy, and his king answered him that he heard that the academy was a hero's residence. The Demon King says that there is no difference than a battle. If he wants to love better than the human, he must understand her environment, and the good thing he was here to know more. And now his general gets it now, that his king truly wants to fight the human hero, that's why they're in the human world. He can see his king drawing near the victory. And the king says to his general that he must understand that, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. People are laughing at them, because the people think that they were a fan of the Lady Saint. Before the test will start, they need to offer to the goddess Stella. There are two choices, the low offering and the high offering. He offers a lot of gemstone, that is the highest quality of materials that can turn weapons to relics. But unfortunately, his offer was destroyed because it was from the demon land, and in the end, they went in the low offering station. This man is Roland a Duke's second son. He is so handsome and elegant, and all the student idolized him. He hit all the target, because it was 10 meters far. The Demon King was in the low offering he needed to hit the target 100 meters, about 328.08 feet, far. Then he saw those girls shouting loved for Roland. Then he realized that to get love he needed to show his competence even if it's a poor one. He used his power to rain a meteor, not just a little meteor, but a big one. All the students were watching him doing the magic. The human hero ran through the area and covered it with a sanctuary to protect the whole academy. She grabbed the king and asked what the king really wanted. And she confronted the king that after he left her in middle of their fight, then appeared out of nowhere in her city. And mentioned about the king teleported her in his bed, and in the middle of his sleep, because she was exhausted, the king appeared outside in her room and does have any idea how much of sleep she was lacking because of the king. All the students heard all of what she said. They were talking about her and the king. And the head of the academy asked her if the king was his friend and asked them to move their conversation to more private and outside of the academy. She wanted to announce that it was the Demon King, but she realized if the crowd knew the academy would be totally in chaos and might be all the church's paladin and warriors would come out and the casualties would be countless. What should she do? The king asked in another try because the woman disturbed the last one. And the head says that only one attempt is allowed, but he and the hero are close friends, so he will let him pass the test. A few days later, they were in the academy wearing the academy's uniform. They looked so stunning with the uniform. The Demon King was confused why the students were looking at him, and his general thinks it is because the magnificent meteor displayed yesterday, and obviously thinking that they were admiring now the king. But they didn't know that the students were talking about what he did with the lady saint. The king was wondering what kind of training the academy conduct will be. The king stops walking. He sees the human hero, and the general suggests that they will pretend that they even see her in the corner. The human hero seems so angry with them. She knows that the two were ignoring him. The king and his general ran away from her and then teleported her. The woman was close to crying. She just wanted to talk to them, and asking why they didn't listen to them. Even the priest was blaming her with everything. But she couldn't tell the truth, or everything would be in chaos. She was crying and asking why this was happening to her. The Demon King appeared in front of her and asked what she wanted to talk about, and asking the woman if it is crying. The woman answered him that she was not crying and tries to kick her, and the demon weighs what was that watery thing in her eyes. The woman answered him that she was angry with him. She confesses about her feeling and what does he feel for the demon. She said that she was angry because if the demon wanted to fight, she will fight for him, because she really thought that the demon was straightforward and fair in the battle. But if the demon was just toying with her and wanted to make her life miserable, that would be the worst. The demon says that he didn't mean it, he just wanted to know what she meant back then about the love. It is the only reason why he is in the human world. The woman says that he was the Demon King, he is not supposed to trust him. She must protect her people, and for some reason she feels like the demon was telling the truth, and if that so that she believed was he's trying to do was not a bad thing. For now, he will let the Demon King, but swears she will keep an eye for him, and if he hurt the kingdom, she will continue their fight with everything she has. The Demon King promised, and he was saying thank you to the human hero, whose name was Sylvia.